Yes. So LinkedIn as of now has over 630 million professionals. Yes, across board. So you can hire on LinkedIn, you can network, you can look for businesses, and you can even push your profile to a wider audience on the platform. So, and these are the possibilities of LinkedIn. And I'm going to be showing you the smartest way, to get leads by leveraging on the leads generation campaign objective on LinkedIn. Then how you can automate it instead of manually downloading, a list of Excel sheets in CSV and by typing it one after the other. So I'm going to be showing you all of these, possibilities in this class, and I'm going to be showing you some fantastic tools that you can use as well to connect your leads from LinkedIn and send them email straight on the go. And all of the strategies I've also used, I'm going to be showing you in this class. So this class is going to be well encompassing. I'm excited to be in this class, and let's get started. So thank you so much, everybody. I'd like to share my screen now. So hold on. So I saw the message, so we're going to be checking back on you again as soon as possible. Just give me a few seconds. Few seconds, so sorry about this. I like to share my screen. Okay, good. If you can see my screen, I'd like you to type, I can see your screen via the chat. There's a tool. The moment you tap the screen, if you're using the mobile, you can see the chat at the bottom. Just let me know if you can just see my screen. Okay, so good. This is LinkedIn. And then LinkedIn is a very fantastic platform where you get to network, like I said earlier. Yeah, some of us are not new to all of these possibilities. This is my timeline. The moment I logged on to LinkedIn, yes, in the past I've signed in, so it has saved my password. And then I get to see all of my connections, updates on my timeline. Yeah, we are very familiar with this. But the essence of this class is to show you the business part. And that's what we're going to be doing. Like I said, this class is going to be 90% practical and 10% theory. Because I believe in the ideology that after the class, is my student able to pick 70% of what has been done in the class? And that's the essence of this. So we're going to be doing it step by step. So I'm excited to be in this class. Like I said, you guys have been awesome. Okay, so getting started to LinkedIn. How do we go to the business part of LinkedIn? We go to the business part of LinkedIn by going to business. On my screen, you can see my screen now. Let's go to business.linkedin.com. So I'm going to be tapping the enter key. Are we still together? If we are together, please click on the end icon just to show your ends up. So I'm sure we are engaging together. Okay, good. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So this is the business part of LinkedIn. And these are the testimonials from people who have used it in the past. I grew my company's talent brand index by over 30%. This is somebody who is an HR professional. He's a business person. My hard CTR is now 40% the industry standard, and that is huge for her. So a whole lot of testimonials on this platform. For me, my past 5 jobs have been on LinkedIn, from Conga to an agency to an international company, all of that. Then again, most of my clients have also been from LinkedIn. Then how can we easily attract, the captain of industries on this platform? All of these things are what we are going to be showing us today. So like you can see my screen, on LinkedIn, you can hire, you can market, you can sell, and you can learn. So these are the things LinkedIn can give to you. These are the possibilities on LinkedIn. Then again, on the other slide, you can find great talent real fast. Imagine if you have a timeline. Somebody just resigned in your company, right? And you want to get a perfect replacement, not just any person to fill the space. Obviously, the shoes the person who left had left behind is huge. So you wanted somebody who is a professional who can just fit into the shoes. So real fast, you can hire great talent on the LinkedIn pool. Obviously, LinkedIn is having 630 million professionals, and that is awesome. Then again, you can do what we know as social selling. You socialize and you sell yourself. These are the gimmicks that smart marketers make use of on LinkedIn. Then again, you can even create a presence for your company on LinkedIn, and that's what we know as the company's profile on LinkedIn. So now let me do a quick sample. If how many of us have an existing company page? Just show by raising your hand with the hand icon on your Zoom application. If you know you have the company profile page. Okay, Maureen.
Okay, do you mean for LinkedIn?
Okay, good. Thank you so much. Just one person. So you can also create a free company page on LinkedIn. Thank you so much, Maureen. You can put down your hands. We'll still come to you to, for you to introduce yourself to the team now, because you were busy the other time. Then again, you can also, be very strategic on LinkedIn. So these are the possibilities of the platform. So for the benefit of those who are yet to get a company's profile, I will suggest, we start first, from the company's profile. From the company's page creation. So let's quickly go back to Maureen for her to introduce herself. So we are on the same page and we understand our expectation coming in to this class. So I'm going to be unmuting you.
Hi. Myself earlier on, I said I'm the events planner.
Oh, sorry.
I'll be taking a replay of this when we're done.
Okay.
Are we getting a replay?
Yes, we are getting a replay of this live session.
Okay, thank you. I can't see the screen, so faint. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much for the feedback. So so is it better now? Are we able to see the screen now?
It was better.
Okay, it was better before now.
Yes, better before now.
Okay. Okay, good. So now let's get started by creating our company's profile. So I want everybody to go to business.linkedin.com. I want to believe we are in front of our computer or our mobile phone, and we can create this step by step. So creation of the LinkedIn company's page. So on my profile here, I can easily navigate down to where I have my company. So these are the companies page I've created in the past. So for a particular platform known as Rent Small Small, they are into the real estate niche. They want to disrupt the way real estate business is done in Africa, whereby we pay every month, no, I mean every year or 2 years, which is so strange to the Westerners because they only pay every 30 days. So this is Rent Small Small, and this is how the company profile looks like. So there's something we call navigational search. So in case we can't get our way to where we can create, just go to Google on a new tab, type LinkedIn, then space it by company page, then enter. This is navigational search because you know where you are going to, but you don't know the link exactly. So now you can now click on the first link that says create a LinkedIn company page. So here now you can get started with that for those who are here to create their company page. So but from here I like to go to the part that is of great concern to us today, which is the campaign manager on LinkedIn. So the campaign manager on LinkedIn is like the back end of LinkedIn, where you get to set different campaign objectives depending on what your conversion goal is at that particular time. So right now, I'm having 2 campaign manager accounts, one for ppc.ng and one for the Rent Small Small, as you can see on my screen. So on the left-hand side, the top left-hand side, you can see the create account button. If we are together, I'd like you to raise your hand, so I'm sure we're on the same page. Okay, good. Thank you so much. Just one person? Or are we making use of the chat icon? Okay, good. Thank you so much. So we can proceed. Okay, great. So let's put down our hands. So now, this is the past account I had created in the past for a company that I said is set to disrupt the way e-commerce business is done. So how many of us here is familiar with other advert managers, like maybe the Facebook ads manager, Instagram adverts, or the other advert platforms? How many of us? Okay, good. Thank you so much. How many persons again? So I'm asking this is, in some of these advert platform, are so familiar, but for some few disparities. So this is the LinkedIn campaign manager. On LinkedIn campaign manager, we have what we call the campaign group, the campaign, and the ads. So these are the 3 basic parts of the LinkedIn ads manager. So what I mean by this is that before you can create a campaign, you need to first of all create a group of campaign, and that's the campaign group. Then the next is the campaign, and the next is the ads. Unlike Facebook that has campaign, ad sets, and ads. Unlike Google that has campaign, ad group, then ads, then keyword for the search advert. But this is the LinkedIn platform. It has what we know as the campaign group, the campaign, and then the ads. So we are going to be going into this one step at a time. So, but I just want everybody to be on the same page. in case you still can't get to this destination now, let's do a navigational search. Like I said, go to Google, search LinkedIn, space it, campaign manager or LinkedIn ads. Then the first link you get, you click on it, then you can arrive at this part. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, so this is the LinkedIn campaign dashboard. And it is where you can push any post you have on your platform to a wider audience. You get to set location if you're targeting Nigeria. So interesting enough for us, they recently added the interstate targeting. Before, you can't target by state on LinkedIn. Yes, it is evolving. Unlike the other platform where you get to target based on, you can target Ikoyi, Lekki, Imo, different states. Before, you can only target Nigeria on LinkedIn. So the last time, before the last session we had like this, we were only able to target Lagos. But now, interesting enough, they've added a long list of states that you can target. But unfortunately, you can't target all the 36 states on LinkedIn. So it's only about the numbers. I think what LinkedIn is trying to do is to prioritize where they know they have higher number of professionals on the platform. So for me, it makes sense. I know we keep evolving based on the numbers. So now I like to start afresh now. So if you are on this part now, then we can now get started. So I'll be showing you the different possibilities. You can create a group campaign name. So here now you get to see the campaign group name, the total budget for your campaign. Yeah, before you set up a particular marketing campaign, you must have a budget for the campaign. Then you get to set duration as well for the campaign, the start and the end date. Then as well as also show if you want to save the campaign into draft or you want to make it go live. You can select the status.
Hello?
Yes, hi.
Yes, hello. Sorry to interrupt you. Okay, but a quick question there. What's the minimum budget, okay, that you can actually set, okay, for any campaign? And how much is the lowest also that you can load into your account? Because I can see that this is in USD, okay, format. Okay, is there a way also that we can do in Naira, or is just basically USD? And if it is USD, how much is the minimum that we can load into our ad account? Then also, how much is the lowest that we can use to run for any particular campaign? Thank you.
Thank you so much. Fantastic question. So LinkedIn, the perception on LinkedIn is that LinkedIn is known to be very expensive compared to the other platforms like Facebook, like Twitter, and Google. But nobody can doubt the potency of LinkedIn as a platform. Everyone knows that LinkedIn is quality in terms of the high value customers that you can get on LinkedIn. So when you want to create a campaign, LinkedIn will suggest a particular budget for you. LinkedIn could suggest like $25 for CPM. CPM means cost per impression. It means that you only want to be charged by impression, not by click. It means, so if you reach the threshold of 1,000 impressions, then you're going to be charged $25. So $25 is the basic campaign budget on LinkedIn. Yes, expensive, but there's a hack to that. And I'm going to be showing you all of this in this class. And you can even reduce it as low as $5.25. So have I been able to answer the question? You can just raise your hand to signify that. And we can show all of that on the screen. Then again, the currency. Okay, good. The currency. For now, you can only pay in USD. LinkedIn is just evolving. No disrespect to LinkedIn, but I can tell you that out of the few units of PPC companies that we have, PPC on LinkedIn is still at the elementary stage. It's still evolving. But in terms of the quality and potency, nobody can doubt that on LinkedIn. Okay, so good. So when I say PPC, in case for those who don't know the meaning of PPC, PPC means pay per click. So platforms who run advertisement based on when people get clicks, that's when they get charged. These are the guys we call pay per click company. So we have a lot of companies in that light who are using that model. Google, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. So it's a long list. Good. So here now you can set your campaign group name, set the total budget. But total budget at this stage, because it's still at the beginning of the campaign structure, it's not totally necessary. It could be optional. You can type it at this stage or not type it, depending on you. But when you type it, you're only telling LinkedIn that you don't want to spend more than this amount in your total campaign. Imagine you're having like 5 campaigns. All of the 5 campaigns will be under the campaign group. The campaign group is like the superset of all campaigns. So imagine you have 5 campaigns. You can say that I don't want to spend more than $50 on my 5 campaigns. Am I making sense? Okay, so awesome, good. So you set the start date and the end date, then you click on save to continue. But I like to show you what I've done here. Okay, so this particular campaign is on default. So let's start afresh. Let's also check for this other account. Okay, so these are another ad account for ppc.ng. ppc.ng is a digital marketing platform. So what it does is to run digital marketing service for clients and also do trainings like this. So good. So now here, let's quickly create a campaign now. Let's assume we want to create a campaign for a real estate company. So the kind of campaign we like to create might be, let's say, Easter campaign. Yes. So I'm going to type that now, Easter campaign. Then let me say my budget is, let's say 31,000 naira. That's like $81. That's my total budget. The budget will cater for all of the budget under, all of the campaigns under this set of campaign. So my start date is obviously today, 19th, and I'm ending it in the next 7 days. So good. So, and I want it to be active, then I like to click on save. So now it's telling me that my total budget cannot be lower than $100. That's at the campaign level. Fine, but there's a gimmick to this. Okay, so let's put $100. Yeah. So that's why I said a lot of people have the perception that LinkedIn is way expensive. Okay, so good. We've created the Easter campaign group now. I like we have a few background sound here for now. Have you got any questions? Someone is raising his hands up. Okay, good. So let me unmute you for you to quickly ask your question. This class is going to be engaging, and then I want us to be on the same page. So you have the floor to ask your questions now.
All right, now the quick question, a particular campaign, must it be 7 days for it to be effective? Can we run a campaign for a day or 2 days?
Thank you so much for that question. So the thing is, you can run a campaign for a day, for 2 days, for 7 days, for 14 days, depending on your objective. If you are thinking long term, you can run a campaign for 60 days, for 90 days, right? But if it's a seasonal campaign, like a campaign that is just like a flash, okay, for instance, a Black Friday campaign, that's a day campaign. So you want to pump in all of your budget in a single day for that kind of campaign. But then again, we also have what we call best practice for campaign. So for me, the best practice for a campaign should just be 7 days or 14 days. Yeah, because marketing campaigns are no magic. So you need to build it from start to finish. So we have what we know as the campaign funnel. So I'm going to be showing you that the business funnel. So on the business funnel, we have what we call the awareness, the consideration, and the conversions. So at the top of the funnel is the awareness, where a lot of people will come into your funnel. Then you are not sure if this person actually wants to buy, but you know that the person is interested. But when you filter it further, not everybody who came to your page will eventually become your repeat customer or your paying customer. So some of them will be trimmed, to the middle of the funnel. That's where we have the consideration. They are considering, should they buy, should they not buy? And they're also trying to check out your competition to be sure if you are giving them the best in terms of price as at that time, and if you are genuine as well. Then again, the final stage is where we know as the conversion stage. So with the business funnel, you should be able to navigate from the top to the bottom, and that's why I recommend a campaign duration of 7 to 14 days for you, except if your kind of campaign is peculiar to those examples I cited earlier. For the seasonal campaign, the Black Friday, or if you are looking at long term, it could be 60 days, it could be 6 months, depending on what your set objectives are. Okay, so good. And at this stage now, that we've created Easter campaign now, so let's edit. Okay, let's save it. So let's click on it to take us further. So now we are at the stage where we know as the campaign stage. So at this stage now, we can now create a campaign. So you can see this button, the create campaign button on the right hand side. Can we see that clearly? Good. So don't forget, the moment you land on the LinkedIn Campaign Manager, you have 3 navigations: the campaign group, the campaign, and the ads. Obviously, you've already created an ad account. So that's the first stage. When you land on the campaign manager, it asks you to create an account. So we've created the account. Then the first stage there is the campaign group, campaign, and the ad. So we are just done now with the campaign group. So what we are going to be doing now is the campaign. So on the campaign now, we would like to quickly view the campaign. So what do we mean by campaign? Campaign means the marketing objective you like to create. And this is the most interesting part of LinkedIn for Business. Whether you are a digital marketing specialist, whether you have a real estate firm, whether you are a creative person. So this is the most important part for you. So let's click on the button on the right hand side. So if we are still together, I need us to raise our hands. So I'm sure everybody is on the same page. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Good. So on this particular dashboard, we can now see the 3 business funnels: the awareness, the consideration, and the conversion. So under the awareness, we can see that this is a little different from the Facebook Ads Manager. The awareness means if your business is new, or perhaps the business is not new, maybe you have a new product in town to launch, but you know for sure that nobody knows about the item. So the best kind of campaign you should be doing at that stage is the kind of campaign we know as the awareness campaign. Why awareness campaign? The awareness campaign will push your business to the maximum number of relevant people who should see your business. So now it's a case of you trying to cast your net wide enough to catch enough fish in the sea. So when you go for the big catch, so any kind of fish you are now able to get, yes, it's your gain. So that's what the awareness campaign means. And the only kind of objective we have here on like the Facebook is the brand awareness. There's no reach campaign and there's no other kind of campaign on Google. It's basically the brand awareness campaign. So now I want more people to learn about my business. So this objective will tell more people about your product and your service and your company. And that's basically what this will do. Okay, so I like to move on again, but somebody once asked me a question in the last session we had that they will appreciate if I can break each of those objectives down for them. So now, don't let me just move on to the other campaign. Let's look at the brand awareness campaign. Let's click on it. Let's see. So I've clicked on the brand awareness campaign now. So you can see, of course, we have different ways of targeting. Are we together? Or am I going too fast? Okay, good. So you can target based on location. Of course, Nigeria is my default. You can set the language. But for now, one fantastic figure you can see on the right-hand side is the total number of forecasted results on the right-hand side. You can see that we are only able to target 5 million Nigerians right now on LinkedIn, 5.1 million. For me, that's awesome. So good. Then again, let's scroll down. Then again, there's a notification here that we have introduced new functionality to make your audience targeting more flexible. You know, I said that the other time that some of these targeting options were just being added, interstate targeting and the likes. Okay, so you can also set who your target audience are. You can target based on demographics. You can demographic means you can reach members based on their inferred age or gender. Are you targeting male? Are you targeting female? So if you are a beautician or you are in the cosmetic business or the niche of that niche, you are only able to target female here because from time being you've known that females are the kind of people who can patronize you. People who sell female attire, we want to target female. If you sell male wristwatch, we want to target just the male gender. Then again, one good thing again about LinkedIn is that you can also target according to education, which you can't find on any other platform. So you can target based on the degree the person has studied. Is it economics? Is it computer science? Imagine you are into education and you want to develop a mobile app for students who are at home now during the COVID-19, right? So you are able to target people who are studying a specific field, like computer science, like biochemistry, like medicine, and it's a long list. Okay, then you can also target based on institution of learning where this particular professional completed his education. So for instance now, you have a product for people who studied in University of Lagos, right? You can target based on the education demography. Does it make sense to us? If it does, let us raise our hands. So I'm sure we are following. Awesome. Awesome. Good. So we can put down our hands now. Thank you so much. Okay, so the next targeting option again is based on job experience. You can target based on job experience in terms of the years of experience. So for instance, you know for sure that you have a landed property in, let's say, Ibrahim Adesanya, down Hajar. And you know that the property costs, let's say, a whopping figure of 25 million naira. Maybe just a 2-bed apartment on a 5-story building. Yeah, 25 million naira. So you know that you cannot be targeting people who only have 1 or 2, 3 years of experience. This is Nigeria. They might not have the deep pocket. They might. Some might, but you know, I'm talking in terms of the average estimation, right? So they might not have, you know, the deep pocket to patronize you. So you want to be setting years of experience, like from 10 years to 15 years. These are seasoned professionals, senior management staffs from Zenith, from Shell, from Chevron, and the likes. So these are the possibilities for you using the LinkedIn job experience targeting. So LinkedIn is well encompassing in terms of the targeting option. And that's why I like this platform so much. Then again, a lot of us might be familiar with this because you can find this on other platforms as well. You can target based on interest and traits. You can reach members based on their direct or inferred interest, or based on the kind of professional group that they may have belonged to. You know, on LinkedIn, we have a lot of people that can, you know, that belong to one group or the other. So you can target based on this. Like for myself, I belong to an SEO group on LinkedIn. I also belong to a digital marketing group. So imagine you're targeting people like us now. You can just use the term SEO, digital marketing, to target people from my cycle of interest. Does it make sense to us? Okay, awesome. So let's also move on to the other set. So you can, in fact, also use your data to retarget website visitors or reach known contacts using the matched audience. This is what I call the value-based audience. So using the value-based audience, you are able to target people based on the actions they've taken on your site in the past. Actions like maybe I've been to your property site, right? I've viewed 1 or 2, 3 of your products, but I didn't show interest. Yes, because of course I'm still on the awareness level of the funnel. All right. And then again, it could also be that I've even taken, you know, the action a little further by also filling your form that, hey, you know what, I'm interested in this. But as at that time, something happened to my finances and I'm not able to complete the deal. So you can retarget people like this who had been on your site in the past. So how do you retarget? If you have what we know as your customer file, probably people who had visited your store in the past or your business in the past, or who had opted into your site in the past, you've got their name, email, and phone number. You can make use of this option that we know as the list upload on LinkedIn. Or then again, using the LinkedIn tag. The tag is known as a pixel, a short line of code that you can install on your site so that LinkedIn has access to your site. So LinkedIn tracks the number of visitors coming to your site and their actions therein on your site. So when you now make use of the website option, you are able to retarget people who have been to your site in the last 60 days, in the last 120 days, and the likes. So these are the different targeting options you find on LinkedIn.
Okay.
Anybody has a question? Okay, good. Let me move on. Don't forget, in case you have a question, you can always raise your hand or you use the chat button for your question. Okay, so I'm seeing a lot of messages here. Let me check.
All right, a quick question, please.
Okay, good.
Okay, the question I wanted to ask, okay, has to do with the targeting, which you just mentioned right now with respect to group. I didn't get that group targeting that you mentioned. Maybe if you're actually in a group and you wanted to target some people in a group. Yes, that's that particular part. I think my network went off. I wasn't able to get that.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Thank
Sorry.
you so much. No, not a problem. Thank you so much for that question. I appreciate that. So, you know, the way you create group on Facebook, you know, a group of people who are uh, into business. We have the black, women business group on Facebook. We have people who are expectant mothers on Facebook. We have people who like to do digital marketing. You know, everybody form one group or the other on Facebook. That's the exact way we have this group thing on LinkedIn as well. I can show you all of this. Okay, so let me go to my timeline so you can quickly see that. In case you have any question, don't forget to call me to attend to the question. You can search for me on LinkedIn. My name is Benga Ogumbi. You can add me. I'm having a lot of friend requests here, so let me accept people into my connection. Don't forget, you only accept people who are high value to your network. Yeah, because LinkedIn is no jokes. Okay, good. So the question you asked me now, and let me be sure you can see my screen. Can you raise up your hand? The person that asked me the question now. If you can see my screen clearly, so I can show you. Okay, good. No, not Jibola. The person who asked the question. I appreciate if you can raise your hand or send me a chat message that you can see my screen. I want to show you something now. Are we together? Okay, so on the left-hand side here, can you see the group icon now on the left-hand side on your timeline on LinkedIn? So I'm going to make it bold enough for you to see. So just let me be sure you can see. Can you see my screen clearly now? You can see the group now on the left-hand side. So for the purpose of the guys who just joined us, this is the online masterclass LinkedIn. I know you're already familiar with this, but somebody's requesting everybody turn on their video. I think they maybe we like to see one another, so we are sure of that. For those who are comfortable with that, you can turn on your video. We like to see your beautiful faces. Thank you so much. So let me go back to the question. So on the left-hand side, you can see I'm having 4,850 connection. This is about 5,000. I haven't added my teammates yet on my network. Contacts, I'm having 4,962 contacts. People I follow, 78 people. So the next thing to your question is the group. Can you see it now? These are the group I've belonged to at one point or the other. So when I click on it, right, so you're able to see the different groups. Marketing group, SEO, USA Business Nigeria Club, Nigerian Business Community, Digital Marketing, Cody Network, Ikeja Business Club, HR Nigeria. You see that it's a long list. So if you're also into the real estate, then the other person who asked the question, I think you mentioned that you sell furniture as well. You can also search for people who you feel will belong to the kind of prospect you are looking for on LinkedIn using this part. So let me just click on one of these so you can see how engaging this group is. So I have the Advert Business Review group, startup group, data scientists. So let's click on the business group that I saw earlier. Okay, the Ikeja Business Club, 1,873 members. So you can see how the group, how it looks like. So different people post different things, people within Ikeja. So if your business is around Ikeja, you can make use of these opportunities. So for instance now, under that targeting option, if you target people around Ikeja Business Club, everyone who had registered on this group, over 1,008 people will see your ads. Does it make sense now to you? So awesome. So I like to now go back to the part I left off. Okay, few seconds. Okay, so the campaign manager, back to the campaign manager. So if I've answered your question, you can just wave your hand. So I'm sure I've answered your question. Or you can use the chat for me to get the feedbacks, because this is the only way I can tell that we are on the same page together. So, like I said, we are getting a replay of this video. I saw the question now, so not a problem. I'm just trying to check what people are sending on the chat before we continue, so we are engaging. Okay, good. So, this is a live session for our LinkedIn business automation, how to attract high net worth clients using the different LinkedIn targeting options, and then also exploring the tools and the functionalities on this platform. So let me move on now. So the next option again on the campaign manager is exclusion of audience. For instance, you can exclude some set of audience if you feel like they don't fall into your prospect. If you feel that they don't fall into your target audience, you can exclude them. You can just click on exclude audience and then carry out exclusion based on the targeting option, or you import the list of customers you don't want to, probably you don't want to show your heart to these people because they're already your customer. There's no need spending money again on them. You can just exclude them. So that saves you a huge or a lot of costs on advertisement. So now the next option we have here now is the advert format. Are we together? If we are together, let's raise our hands. Okay. Yes, sure. Miriam, I'm sending the recorded version. I can understand it's a lot for you to digest. No, that's awesome. But I'll also be showing you some less technical approach as well. I understand what you mean by this. So definitely you are getting the recorded version of this class. But the recorded version worth a whole lot more. It worth up to 50K, 25K, depending on, but not a problem. You will get this. Like I said, it's because of the things happening around us, and we felt we should heavily subsidize the cost of this masterclass. But looking at the quality of what we're dishing out now, you can tell that we are offering a whole lot of valuable content here. Then again, so what are the kind of ad formats you can push to these people? Now you have the advert. It's an awareness campaign objective. So how can you tell people about your ad? You can use the single image. Probably you have a fine image of the duplex you want to sell. You can put the image online and show to over 630 million professionals. I'll just quickly run through all of this so we can now go into some of the smart hacks on the platform. You can use the carousel. The carousel can take up to 5 to 10 images, just like the way Instagram slide operates. When you upload multiple images, you can swipe to the left, swipe to the right for you to check. That's what the carousel does. The video, the text, the spotlight ad, and the followership ad to build more followers for your newly built company page. Then again, the next thing again we have is the placement, right? So the placement means where you want your ad, to get served. Do you want it to get served on LinkedIn newsfeed? Somebody's raising his hand. Have you got a question to ask? Let's make this class as engaging as possible. If you've got a question, then you can let me unmute you so you ask your question. Thank you so much. Adedayo, you can ask your question. I just unmuted you.
Okay. So my question is that if you want to run an awareness campaign on LinkedIn, like maybe you are just new to your business is just new, and I would like to know which of the creative I'm thinking about. Is it the single image or the videos objective? Videos or creative is good for an awareness campaign, based on the fact that you are new on LinkedIn.
You want to know the kind of creative format that is perfect.
Yeah, the creative format that will be perfect for an awareness campaign because you are kind of new on LinkedIn for the first time.
Awesome. So the thing is, there's a survey that was passed sometimes ago. The result was that when video and image and other creative formats, were put to test, A, B, C, and D test on majority of these platforms, it was seen that the video converts the most out of all these creative formats. So as such, if you have a good video content, because of course LinkedIn is a professional platform, be sure that your video is good to go, but not to the extent of you being a perfectionist. Yes, something everyone can relate with, can go for LinkedIn. So you can put it up on the platform for awareness campaign, and this can even allow more engagement on your product because people enjoy to view more than image. But if you don't have that resources, the image is also good as well for you to make use of on your platform. So somebody asked a question now again. My question is setting up the pixels and also retargeting. So we'll take all of this later. Not everybody is on the same level as you in this class, but I've made mention of the retargeting and the retargeting option. But for the pixel option, we'll still get to that part. Thank you so much for that question. In case you have any other question, we can also type it on the chat, and I'll take it when the time is due. So let me mute you back again. Okay, so good. So then talking about the budget. So this is the most important part. So somebody asked that question that time, that what's the maximum budget, what's the minimum budget. So you remember now that at the beginning we set a budget of $100, but that's just at the campaign group. What happens at the campaign group is not so important. It's just, okay, imagine now we have a yearly budget in Lagos State. But what happens on a daily basis? Yes, it might be a function of the yearly budget, but there's still something we call daily budget. So the daily budget is the most important thing. I can eventually pause my campaign after 2 days and not make use of my yearly budget. So the most important thing for me now is the daily budget. So what's the minimum, what's the maximum? On my screen now, let me turn make it big enough for everybody to see. You can see that there's a default of $50 for daily budget. And actual daily spend may be up to 20% higher. Okay, fine. So what's the maximum you can go? What's the minimum you can go? So you can be smart about these things as well. But of course, there's a minimum. I know you can't type anything below $10, let's see, except if the platform has changed. So $9 won't be accepted. You can see daily budget needs at least $10 for daily budget. But there's still another hack to these things. This is just the daily budget. But at the campaign itself, at the advert proper stage, you can set a minimum bid cap for your campaign. So this is the daily budget. So the daily budget that we like to set, of course, we are small businesses, so we don't have big pocket for marketing. So let's go for the minimum. So let's do $10. So now $10 is on my screen now. And the duration of the campaign, let's do from Sunday to, like I said, I like to make my campaign 7 days, 19th to the 26th of April. Then the bid type is, no, I don't want LinkedIn to set my bid type on automated or automatic. And I'll tell you why. If your bid type is on automatic, LinkedIn spends your money faster. Yes, I know LinkedIn is trying so much to attract the best leads for me that will convert, but not at the expense of me breaking my bank. I like to put my target option under the target CPM bid, and that's the act I like to show you. So most people fall into the trap of leaving it under automatic, and they get their fingers burnt. All right. So now I'm going to set mine under target CPM bid. With that target CPM bid, I'm able to put my target cost. Then again, we have another option for the maximum CPM you are willing to spend. The maximum CPM is also fine, which means you are telling LinkedIn that, hey, LinkedIn, I don't want to spend more than $25 for this bid. Does it make sense to us? If it does, let's signify by raising our hands up. So I'm sure everybody is on the same page with me. Since nobody is turning on, their videos, I can see our faces. So I can only know when you raise your hands and I able to see your chat. Just one person? Okay, good, good. So we are together. Then again, so under the bid amount, let's try and find the lowest cost here. So now you can see that LinkedIn is recommending I make my campaign 25.66. But of course, is my client able to afford this? If the answer is no, then let me try and find the minimum. But I can tell you for a fact that the minimum you can now do is to take it to the list. It won't accept $1 from you. No, LinkedIn will never accept this. Bids need to be at least $5.25 for you to be good to go. So now I'm setting it on $5.25. All right. So $5.25 is able to reach out to 1,000 impressions, and that's the possibility. Does it make sense to us? So this is the minimum you are able to go on LinkedIn. So I know that $5 at least can reach 1,000 quality people on LinkedIn. It's better than me spending $30, $50 if I know I don't have the deep pocket for this. Yeah. So what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be moving fast. Okay, so somebody's asking, is this the minimum spend or maximum spend? No, this is not the budget, but this is the bid per 1,000 impression. The bid is lesser than the daily budget. Yeah, we have the daily budget, which we had already set at the beginning. $10, that's the least LinkedIn can take. You can see I've gone back to my screen, right? That's $10. Then there's something called the bid cap. The bid cap is for 1,000 times your advert to be shown, because I'm doing CPM now. You know why I'm doing CPM? Because I'm trying to be smart about my spending. At least I'm sure my campaign will reach up to 1,000 number of people. But if I do CPC, you get your budget burned faster. Yeah, because LinkedIn could charge as high as $15 per click, as high as $7 per click, and you are just getting just one person's click. But if I do 1,000 impressions, I will only get charged by 1,000 number of impressions, and I might even get 500 clicks if my advert is engaging enough. Does it make sense now to you? Awesome. Okay, so now after setting the bid cap, so the question you asked about the pixel, this is the conversion tracking option. This part is where you are able to know if a particular visitor actually visited your site. When he visited the site, did he add to cart on your site, or did he sign up on your platform? So you are able to know using what we know as the LinkedIn tracking option. So it's like a line of code written that is installed at the back end of your site by your developer or by you, if you know so much about your website, and then it's able to track every actions taken by your visitor on the site. Okay, so let's quickly check the conversion tracking and how it works. It pops up in the particular form. So now name your conversion. So let's just name it, since it's an awareness campaign, let's just name it impression or view content. Since this kind of campaign we went into was an awareness campaign, view content. Probably you have a long list of real estate products and you just want them to view. You have a long list of chair items on your site. You're into furniture. So you can just build a long list of these items and you create a view content conversion. You go to the settings. What type of, choose a type that best describe the action you want to take on your site. So now you can now select key page views. So you just want them to view certain important pages on your site. Then estimate how much the conversion is worth. When people view key items on your site, does it worth so much to you? So if it does, you can type the figure. Let's just say $1 when they view your item, you are sure that they will buy. And if it doesn't, you can put it, into not. Then again, you can now set a conversion window. There's something called conversion window. You could say that after somebody views an ad, what grace period do you want to give them to eventually convert on your site? The grace period is what we know as the conversion window. Okay, I'm too technical here, so let me break it down. This is what I mean. I mean, if Benga goes to your site and I see your ad or your product, are you saying if Benga does not buy instantly, even if Benga comes back 2 days after, it shouldn't be counted as conversion for you? Conversion means sales. So if you are saying yes, then you should set 1 day conversion, which means instantly per click, 1 day. That's where you go, come here and set 1 day and 1 day. Can you see? 1 day view, 1 day click. Well, if you are saying let's give Benga a grace of 30 days after you had seen my ad, then you come to set the view to 30 days, then 1 day click, which means if Benga clicks today, he has a grace of 30 days, which is like a month for him to convert. So you should know the gestation period of your item. If you're into real estate, you need to give people just enough time to convert. But if you're into e-commerce, I think 7 days is fair enough for any viable e-commerce product. But if you are running a campaign for a lead form, you just want people to opt in, just a day. If I come to your page and I can't sign up on a form in a day, you might lose the person eventually because attention span is short. So does it make sense now to us? If it does, let's wave our hands and then let's signify that it makes sense. Thank you so much. So I'm just taking my time to break this down, to the least possible level so everybody can enjoy the session today. I'm trying to check again. Okay, no chat for now. Okay, so that's that about the conversion window. So you can now set the last touch each campaign. So then you set, then we go again to the step 2. You define how you want to track your conversion. So how do you want to track your conversion? Define how you like to track your conversion. So do you want to put a tag on your site, or you want to use an event-specific pixel to track where there's a unique URL? So you can set all of this and then you put your website name here. Let me say https ppc.ng. All of these things we are doing is to just know the behaviors people or the actions they are taking on your site. This is like you are trying to know if they actually came to your site, what actions did they take, and how can you retarget them. So I've typed in the site, then you can now click on create. Then it will generate a pixel code for you. So, but there's no signal yet. So you might need to now go to the back end of your site to track the, to install the pixel, I mean. So now the next part of this campaign anatomy now is the ad itself. Don't forget, the first stage was the campaign group, the campaign, then now the ad. Unlike Facebook that has the campaign, the ad set, and the ads. This is Instagram. I mean, apologies. This is LinkedIn. This is LinkedIn. I have too many things in my brain. So this is LinkedIn. We have the campaign group, the campaign, and the ad. So now let's move forward. So now let's create new ads. So I might just click on next. So now this is how to create new ads. You're almost there. Let's review your campaign settings. It's a brand awareness, of course. Yes, this, yes, that. But I'm here to put an ad. So let me go back. I think I jumped by a step. So now you can now click on this navigational link for the pop-up to come out. So you can upload your image, type in the name of your ad, and put your primary text on the ad. So now let's say my ad is a video or an image, and it's all about a furniture item. Then the introduction, get the or live like a king, and get your furniture at the best price online. So this is just a short intro text, but you might need to come up with a more robust copy for you to be able to sell on this. Then you put, the name of your website. I mean, the link you want people to click on for them to land on your site. So like I said earlier, ppc.ng, for instance, is just an example. Right? So you can see the preview on the right-hand side. A, live like a king and get your furniture at the best price online. Then you can, put the description, the call to action. What do you want them to do? Do you want them to buy? Do you want them to sign up? Do you want them to register? Do you want them to attend? Anything that best describe the kind of action you demand from your prospect, you can set that. So I'm going to be putting sign up or buy now or so, or learn more. So you can now click on the create button. So this is how it's going to look like on the mobile, and this is how it's going to look like on the desktop. So that's for the awareness campaign. So let me click on create. So I've been able to show us, the campaign manager on LinkedIn in this class. And we might also need to take questions just at this stage. So if you have a question, send them to me via chat, or if you'd like to ask it directly, raise your hand while I take some of your questions. Are we together in this meeting? Okay, if we are together, let's just signify by, raising our hands. So I'm sure I'm speaking to people on this live webinar class. Okay, good. I think I'm having a question on the chat. Okay, thank you so much. You can put down your hands. So let me check the chat. What's the LinkedIn Ads Manage URL? The LinkedIn Ads Manage URL. At what part? Do you mean the destination URL? So the URL should be, the link where you want to push your traffic to. So quickly, let's also show us how we can quickly connect to a lot of audience on this awesome platform. So because LinkedIn is a community, you need to remember the first law. Be social on LinkedIn. How do you get social? Network, add a minimum of 10 people to your network, people you know are of high value. Then you can just thank them for, accepting your request into your connection cycle. But never ask or beg for anything the moment they come into your connection. Yeah, because when you do that, it's a turn off for these guys, and they have a bad perception of you. So this is what I do. I'm on the LinkedIn timeline now. So to add more networks, for instance, if I'm looking at attracting people in, let's say, in a different kind of niche, I go to my network and I'm able to see head of brand and marketing. Oh, this guy might look like somebody I would like to do business with in the future. You keep adding them. When you click on connect, it automatically sends message to them. You click on connect again, connect. Do this for at least 10 quality people every day. That's how you grow your network. You can see I'm on 4,850 connection. My goal is to get to 5,000. Then when you now connect with people, what's the best way to make use of your connection? Awesome. So the best way to make use of your connection is to picture yourself as a thought leader. How can you picture yourself as a thought leader? Try to come up with content people will value. Yes, you call yourself a furniture maker. Can you start writing about the process of your business, the process of your furniture making? Yeah, it looks stressful. I know it sounds stressful, but you need to do even the stressful thing for you to get ahead in life. You can start typing 10 ways or how I made my last furniture item. Or you can also type something like the making of the 6 leather couch, blah, blah, blah. I'm not too good in that cycle. So just write about it. People are willing to learn. You'll be surprised about the way people will engage. So there was an article I wrote yesterday. I'm going to show you something on my profile. There was an article I wrote yesterday. I just wanted to educate people about how they can generate leads. Leads means for you to get the details of your prospect, their email, their phone numbers, and other details that you want. So I came up with an article about lead generation. You can see just one day ago. So now I'm having close to 29 likes, 25 comments as well. You can see that. Then I like to click on it for everybody to see. So I introduce people first. I try to connect first to their pain points. You complain a lot about not having customers or making sales. Yes, I know some people are having these issues. So what I'm just trying to do is to connect into people's psyche, to tell them I'm having a solution for that problem of theirs. Obviously, all business owners complain about not making sales or having customers. So I'm having good news for you. LinkedIn, lead generation is the answer, blah, 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 how to come up with this. But what I just want to show you now is the impact of this article. And I'll be showing you this. Let me go back so we see. Just a few seconds while I show you the impact of this. So you can see my post view. Over 1,562 people had viewed the article. So this is how you attract people in a subtle way without you going too hard or too cold on your network. You write article, they start respecting you, and you have to be consistent. So you can see I've been able to get the attention of 5 people from Google, 5 people from Mandela, 27 people from Teleperformance, 5 people from Access Bank, 4 from Dangote. Look at it. It's a long list. 3 persons from Facebook, 3 people from InterSwitch. Then again, look at their job position. They are sales guys, executive director. I've been able to reach out to executive directors of companies, founders of companies, business strategists, consultants, HR experts. Then look at the location of people. London, Denmark, Canada. So this is the possibilities of LinkedIn, and it is awesome. And you should be doing this as well. So when you write articles like this, people respect you. They no longer doubt your capacity and your capability, and they instantly connect to you as such. They trust you, and they want to do business with you. So this is the organic way to come about content. Keep writing content to make sure you push people to yourself. So looking at that particular article I wrote, I had a lot of people entering my DM for business. Okay, for instance, let me show you this. Look at the message by this guy. Thanks for the post you made on LinkedIn. I currently work for a company as a this and this and that and that and that. So this is a lead. So this is a warm lead. I'm not disturbing myself, calling this person, hey, do you want to do business with me? He's the one coming into my DM for me to assist him. And obviously, when I assist him, it doesn't go for free. I charge 10,000 naira per hour. So if I'm going to be using an hour on your business, that's 10K. Yeah, I know that's quite cheap. That's quite affordable. Yes, I know doing business in Nigeria is not easy. So these are the possibilities of LinkedIn. Then again, there was a time I messaged the CEO of Airtel on LinkedIn. I'm trying to look for his email. Okay, so my point is LinkedIn. With LinkedIn, you are able to connect to a whole lot of people across location. There's no limitation to borders. There's no limitation to country. You are able to connect to people. What do you need to do? Just search for the name of the person and the company. You can just type CEO. Let's do a search. CEO Airtel Nigeria. Then tap on the enter box. Then it pops up, so you can see on the list the senior staffs in Airtel. Shegun Ogunsoya, MD of Airtel. Sredha Krishna Menon, the CFO of Airtel. Look at the senior staffs of Airtel. So what is that business proposal you are bringing? This is how to connect to top people. But if they are not in your network, you cannot message them directly. But because I've added this person in my network in the time past, I'm able to message him. Like this guy, I've not been able to add him. There's something called the LinkedIn Premium. When you pay for a premium package on LinkedIn, you're able to message a long list of people. But before we go into that, let me try and message the CEO of Airtel live on this webinar. Are we following? If you are following, let's just raise our hand. Oh, time is fast spent. Oh, okay, good. So now you are able to, so I think I messaged him in the time past. So look at, so there was a time my brother was complaining that, oh, he subscribed on Airtel package. He was doing, I think he was doing prepaid or something. So he had called the customer care 1,000 times and nobody was, coming to his aid. So I just told him to give me everything he needs and let me reach across to the CEO of Airtel. So look at it. Hello, Shegun, thanks for connecting. My brother would like to send an email to you. He's a disgruntled customer from your reputable firm and he's been using your service since 2003, 13 years of loyalty, this and this and this and that. So they can easily respond to you. Let me also search for Jumia. Let's see. There was a time also the CEO of Jumia also got in contact with me, the former CEO of Jumia. His name is Nicholas Martin. You can see. These are the possibilities of LinkedIn. You can see co-CEO of Jumia. So here you can reach the captains of industries. You can reach the, there's just a click from you and the CEO of that company you've been eyeing for the rest of your life. Just go to LinkedIn and message him. So look at him. He even entered my DM please send me your contact, nicholasmartin@gmail.com.ng, for us to discuss opportunities we have to offer you. So these are the possibilities of LinkedIn. Are we learning something? If we are learning something, I need you to do a show of hands, and I'll appreciate that, please. Awesome. Thank you so much. Let's put down our hands. So there was a back and forth. So I gave him my number, blah, 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 and we're together. So that's that about LinkedIn. Then also, there was also a time I got some opportunity across board, from other countries of this world. So my point is, LinkedIn is the perfect place to meet any person. There was a time some guys came from Leicester City to Lekki to have a meeting with me. Small me, yes. So we had a meeting together. It started off from LinkedIn. Let me see if I can remember this guy's name. What's this guy's name? Gaming. Okay, I've seen the guy. Perfect. So his name is Richard King. So what I'm just showing you is, I'm showing you the possibilities. These are the takeaways from this webinar. So look at, he bossed me first. So I think he called my number or he sent me an email. So I now told him, hi Richard, thanks for reaching out, setting up new gaming and lottery business seem interesting, especially in Lagos. I'll be happy to be a part of it. So, and this was in 2015, November. Richard King. Let's open to his profile so we are sure of what we are talking about here. Richard King, commercial manager, this year's Leeds, UK. So look at his experience. Oh, he left that company that we had a discussion about in 2015. Operation manager at Sarimina Limited. I think they are the owner of this popular betting company now. Bonanza Bet, or Bet with Bonanza or so. So these are the possibilities. Now he has moved on to, as a commercial manager, commercial DS. But these are people in my cycle. This is what my network, looks like. And one thing about networking is, when you network to one person, you are another click again to the next best person within that person's network. Look at my right-hand side. You can see the other guys within his network who I can easily add now because I've added Richard King. I'm able to add Anne-Marie Duffy as a second connection. If I had not added Richard King, she will be on my third connection, and LinkedIn will not allow me add. LinkedIn will be asking me, do I know her? Proof by sending or putting email to show that I know this person. But now I can easily click on Anne-Marie Duffy because she's also a commercial manager, and I can easily connect with her. Send the invitation. But most times it's always good for you to customize the kind of message that, hey, Anne, my name is Genga. I'm into digital marketing. I like to have you as a connection in my network. That's a simple introductory message. It gives a warm welcome into your cycle for people, so they don't say no to you. So these are the possibilities of LinkedIn. So okay, so let me go back to this message. Thanks, Genga. Would you be able to come to Surulere on Friday? So he already landed to Nigeria then. Then could you highlight what through this and that? So it was a back and forth business conversation. So 5 days school, eventually we had the meeting in Lekki, eventually. So these are the possibilities. Then again, there was a time I got a call again from somebody in Germany for a possible role. So these are what LinkedIn can do for you. So let's go to LinkedIn Premium. For those who like to reach people who are not within their cycle. With LinkedIn, you can join millions of LinkedIn members using Premium to get ahead. They even offer a month trial version. And you can try to do job search. You can grow your network and manage your reputation. You can find leads. But for the purpose of this class, let's click on the leads. Then these are the offers for leads. Sales navigational, professional, and sales navigational team. With these options, you are able to go or slide into people's DM like we say in normal local parlance. Right? So you can find leads and accounts straight into your target market when you subscribe for this. But how much is it? no matter the amount, this stage is not the stage of the cost. Let's take a look at the value. What's the cost of a lead, of a quality lead to your network? If you sell a land of 25 million, $10 should not be a problem, $50 should not be a problem. You are able to connect to high value audience, and that's the possibility. So you are able to send 20 emails message. You are able to see everybody who has viewed you, whether the CEO of Airtel, the CEO of Chevron has viewed you. You are able to see, you're able to check for news and insights, advanced search with lead builder. You are also able to get unlimited people browsing. They are also able to do lead recommendation and also save leads. With just $64, if you are paying on a monthly basis, you can unlock all of these sales possibilities on LinkedIn. So these are the possibilities of this platform. You can network, you can do adverts, you can push your business to a wider audience. You can message captain of industry all under a click on this platform. And that is awesome for me. Let me check if I'm having questions. Okay, no questions for now. So I think at this stage, if you have questions, let's come up with questions. Let's come up with questions and let's come up with questions. So one of the takeaway from today's meeting again, that was promised, is that you are going to go home with well-proven sales copy that have proven success in the past. Okay, now you added somebody into your LinkedIn. Like now, let me type something on my notepad. I am Jane. Your profile looks great. Hope you are seeing my screen. And I would like to have you as a connection in my network. I am being a digital marketing specialist, and maybe in the nearest future, we can do business together. So this is a subtle way to bring somebody to your network. Then you say regards, Benga. This is how to customize sales lines that can bring people into your network. Does it make sense? Okay, so somebody is asking a question here. I'd like to check. So kindly send this message to you privately. Okay, let me put it on the chat. I will send it to you privately. Let me send it to everybody as a chat. Let me send it to everybody as a chat. Okay, so another way again to go about this is let's also try and come up with a copy. So let me give everybody an assignment. Type a line that you are sure that can convert somebody to your network. Type it and put it on the chat if you want to sell as a sales Okay, good. Let me be sure we are still together. We're almost rounding up. Let's try and wave our hand to be sure we're on the same page. Okay, good. So I'm giving everybody a task now. Let's come up with a copy like that now, but a copy that would introduce your business, but in a subtle way, right? A copy, when I say copy, I mean line of sales that can make people want to connect with you or want to do business with you. So let's do that as a task now. I need you to type it on the chat box and let's see if it's going to be compelling enough. I'm going to be doing mine as well. So now I'm talking to a CEO of, let me say, a real estate firm, and I'm like, hello, Dapo Shobanjo. Trust you are doing well. I researched your company page and the website, and I am impressed by, don't forget, start first by appreciating their good works. Don't just tell them, oh, you're not doing this right, you're not doing that right. And I'm impressed by the level of work on your website or on your website and page. But I like to know if you are satisfied with your sales and leads. That's the pain point. I'm trying to, enter, the CEO of this real estate to tell him that, oh, okay, so I will go back to your chat. Let me just be done with this. Just keep it coming. Thank you so much. Somebody has sent in his message. So I'd like to know if you are satisfied with your sales and leads. Because I audited your site and I can tell you for free that competitions are outranking you on search engines and might affect your sales. Kindly let me know if this, kindly let me know if you want a proper breakdown on this. Regards, Binga. So I'm going to be sending this again to everybody on the chat, and let's see. These are proven sales copy that can sell you to your leads. So I'm sending it to everyone. Okay. So the assignment I gave to us now, somebody just finished with his own. Hi, Benga. It's a privilege connecting with you. I've gone through your profile and I'm impressed with your level of achievement so far. I would like to showcase my offering products to you, and I'm sure it's going to be of great help to your business or personal growth. Hope to hear from you soon. Cheers. Fantastic. That's nice. That's a way to quickly connect to your network. So you know what we do? This message that we just wrote now, let's put it into action and let's copy it, let's send it to real people live on this call, and let's come back later with with testimonies. So now I'm going back to my LinkedIn. Let me just attempt on one person. Let's see. I like us to do this real life. Let's see. Who are the guys on my network? So these guys have added. Let me just manage those ones. Okay, so those are the people I have sent out requests to, but are yet to accept the request. I'm just trying to look for somebody I can send a real message to, and let's see if. Okay, so there's a company called Zenera Consulting. I just got stuck on it now. Let's see if I can send a message. So I can see now. So this is the company page. They're in Lekki. So I can see 15 employees on the network. So you know what I'll do now? I will try to connect with the MD because I'm looking for a senior management staff, the managing partner at Zenera Consulting. I will connect, but under my connection, I'll put the message. So his name is Nii. So this is a real life thing. I can't type more than 300 words. Hi, Nii. So let me just try and edit my messaging. So it's because I'm here to add this person on my list. Let me also greet him first. First, you are keeping well. Okay, 89 more characters. I researched your company page and website, and I am impressed by the level of work on your website and page. I like to know if you are satisfied with your sales and leads. As I have audited it and would be happy to share with you. So regards, Benga. So this is how to connect with people. When you send this type of message, it shows that you have something of value to offer. I need, trust you are keeping well. I research your company's page and website, and I am impressed by the level of work on your website and page. I like to know if you are satisfied with your sales and leads. And I have audited it and would be happy to share with you. Regards, Benga. So send the invitation. This kind of person will accept your invitation because I'm coming with value. I'm not begging. I'm telling him, hey, you know what? I can exchange value. I can increase your capacity, your company earnings. And this is how you connect to top CEOs. So you can apply this mechanism in any part of your business. Does it make sense to us? We're almost coming to the end. So do we have any questions? Is there anything again that we are yet to touch in this meeting? Any questions again? So a quick recap about everything we've done. So in this class, we showed us the LinkedIn as a business platform. You can hire, market, sell, learn. You can do social selling. You can network. You can create a free company page. So these are the possibilities. For you to even learn more, you can watch the video on the best practices. So LinkedIn put together a lot of resources for you. And I've shown us how to optimize our profile, how to network on LinkedIn. Then again, make sure you have a nice cover photo on your profile that speaks what you're doing. Put a lot of your experience there. It tells so much about your quality, and people can trust you. Well, but one more thing, I still need to show us before we come to an end. How to now automate all of these things now. There's a platform called Zapier. So I'm going to be going to zapier.com. So zapier.com, and it's an automation platform. So with zapier.com, you can create your own workflow. So what does Zapier, what does it do? It connects application to each other. Like now, you can connect your Facebook leads to your email for it to automate at the end of the day. So what can you do to the networks that you've already had on LinkedIn? So now, this Zapier, on the left-hand side, you can make a zap. Making a zap means you want to trigger an action if something happens. So let's see the dashboard. Okay, so these are the zaps I've done in the past. LinkedIn Masterclass, LinkedIn Masterclass, Facebook. It's loading. So what I did here is I connected Zapier as a tool to link people who are opting in into my Facebook lead platform into my email platform. So it automatically sent them email. So let me edit it for you to see. I chose the app. I chose Facebook. It opened the kind of campaign I'm running for me. Then I chose the account as well. So this is my ad account on Facebook. Then these are my leads. So as people are opting into this session, they get a custom email, and I will show you the email on this webinar as well. This is the email that I send to them the moment they opt in into my form automatically without me typing or downloading my CSV form and me manually sending them email. Dear participant, congratulations, you booked your this and this and that. So I know every one of you who signed up for this platform as well got this email. I automated it with Zapier. You can also automate your LinkedIn as well with Zapier. So let's see the different zaps that you can create. So I've clicked on the create zap. Zapping means you want to trigger a particular automation. So these are the defaults. In case you want to see all, you can click on show all. These are the defaults. But you can search to see if your app is not listed. In case you want to link your YouTube posts to your Twitter for it to automatically post, you can do all of that with Zapier. And it's very cheap, just $19 per month. But you can also exploit with 2 weeks of trial version. I'm seeing some questions there from the chat. Let me see. We're almost coming to an end in this class. How do I navigate the LinkedIn ads in the Zapier tool? Free. Okay, I'm going to be answering all of that. I'm just looking at the time. The time is fast spent. Okay, so I'm just trying to show you the possibilities. So now you can link your Google contact straight to your email. It automatically sends them email. Or whenever, okay, imagine you have a team of 10 and they want to know what you've been doing as a social media manager. What are you doing? You're not working. Anytime you post on your Facebook, you can automatically link it to your CEO's email. So when you post, they see what you are posting in their email. So you can do that with all of these zaps. This Gmail, Google Form, Facebook Leads, Facebook page, Google Ads. Another question just came in now again. Let me check to see. How do I navigate the LinkedIn Ads Manager in the Zapier? Is the Zapier tool? How do I navigate to the LinkedIn Ads Manager? Just do a simple navigational search. Go to Google, search LinkedIn Ads or Campaign Manager. It's not called an Ads Manager. It's called a Campaign Manager. Or you can go to business.linkedin.com to get started. I'm taking questions now. And the other question is Zapier free? Zapier is not free. Zapier is not free. So the only thing is you can do a 2 week trial version, or you navigate the freemium part. They add the freemium part, but you are limited to what and what you can do. You are limited to some specific zaps per month. Does that make sense to you? Then is the Zapier tools free, or there are different questions? What different questions is that? I didn't get that. You can do well to put that on. Thank you so much for that question. And these are the possibilities. So let me see if now, I'm not saying LinkedIn on what I can do with this Zapier. So can I check if LinkedIn is inbuilt? Because these are also the popular things you can do. You can link your Salesforce. I know a lot of us have been using Salesforce. For those who are not using Salesforce, Salesforce is like a CRM. You can link it and automate it. You must have had experience in the past with this. Look at your MailChimp again, your email platform, your Trello. Trello is like a management platform whereby you can manage your workspace with your colleagues to keep up with your project and what tasks they are doing at the moment. Then again, Typeform, e-commerce for people who have e-commerce platform. But for those that are not listed, can we search? So let me see if I can search for LinkedIn, if Zapier has something for LinkedIn. Awesome. Can you see the leads gen form for, but it's a premium package. So let's see, let's do a live session now for the LinkedIn. Like I said, this class will not be complete if we didn't automate our LinkedIn. Don't forget, the name of this webinar is LinkedIn Automation, and we're almost coming to the end of this class. Is there any other platform apart from Zapier that I can use to navigate? Yes, we have a lot of platforms. You can search. Just search for platforms, that can navigate. There's something called TTFF from Microsoft. You can also use that, but that is limited only to Microsoft applications, MS Word, MS Excel, MS PowerPoint, and the likes. All right. So, but let's focus on Zapier for now. Zapier is easy to use and is seamless. So let me try and link this Zapier now to my LinkedIn. Although I don't have a LinkedIn ads currently on now, so I might need to quickly just make use of another Zap. So let me click on back. Let me select another kind of action, create Zap. Let's just see it live in action. So now let me type LinkedIn, action only, matched audience. So let me select this other one, but this one is not active. It's only the leads gen that is active. So if we happen to have an existing LinkedIn lead gen campaign, we can easily link it, but you might need to permit LinkedIn to connect to Zap. So now let me type LinkedIn leads gen. So it has asked me now for my form. Continue. So sign into LinkedIn. You sign into LinkedIn, then you quickly automate it. You can see Zapier loading now. It wants to trigger to ask for permission. I'm trying to type my password now for me to give Zapier the permission to connect to my LinkedIn. So it's connecting to my LinkedIn. Yes, I permit Zapier to connect to my LinkedIn. You connect and it's automatically connected. You can see that there's a checkbox. So it's asking me to continue. So now it's asking me to choose a value. But because I don't have a form on LinkedIn for the leads gen, we are not able to see. But if you have a form like the Facebook advert that I did for this class, you can trigger it and select. Then when you select it, then you can now tell it to do this, which is email. But if you don't finish one action, you're not able to do the next action. So with this, you're now able to email. So now you can now choose your Gmail, and I'll show you how to connect Gmail to this. I'm telling it to connect straight to my Gmail. Yes, Gmail. Then send email via my Gmail. Continue. That is, if someone opts into my LinkedIn form, it automatically triggers and sends email. So let me use my company profile, ppc.ng@gmail.com. Continue. So now you customize it. It picks a default name. Question 1 could be the email of the person sent to the question 1, the email. Then CC, you can always CC me. This is my email, benga at ppc.ng. I know I'm moving too fast. Are we still together? We are together. I want you to do a show of ends. We're almost coming to an end on this session. Okay, thank you. You are still with me. This is the LinkedIn automation class. It's a little technical, but it's very seamless. Yes, it's not as technical as you think about, because this is your first time, you might not really get all of this. But the moment you study the video where you are able to get it step by step, and trust me, this video is worth more than 50K, it's worth more than 200K, because the question I will ask you is, what is the worth of a lead to your company? If the worth is 100,000, so this video is worth 500,000, because you can get up to 50,000 leads using this approach that we dissected in this class. So now, so anytime I send out an email to the leads email, it should CC me, then choose the kind of form. Okay, so it should come from this, or you can customize it and put your name. If you don't want it to come from the email, you can put a custom name, or you say that the email is sent from ppcnghow@gmail. Then you can automatically type name and say that ppc management. So the moment somebody opts into your form, they see an email from ppc management, then you can now customize. So this is the body of the email. Or hello, or you can as well go and copy the respondent name. Let's assume the question 2 is for the respondent. Just copy this. I've copied it. Ctrl C and Ctrl X. I cut it as well. Then I will paste it. So we automate this hello, this person's name, comma. Thank you for opting or for signing up. After this, I will show you the one I did for the Facebook class. For signing, okay, for signing up into class, depending on any message you like to console. You might need to make payment to secure your seat. So your account details, you put it there, ppc.ng/access bank, then /00766, blah, blah, blah. So the moment they opt into your form, they get an autoresponder email, and that is automation. Then the signature, if you have any signature in your email, if you don't have any, so this is the signature of my email. You get to see it, and you connect it. But because we didn't complete the other stage of the lead form, because we don't have an ongoing lead gen ads on our platform, so we are not able to do that. And we already know how to create a lead gen ad. We already showed us earlier. It's seamless. It doesn't take time to create. Let me go back on our LinkedIn. So we're also able to see other campaign objectives. You know, we focus only on the awareness. Meanwhile, the class is coming to an end. You can see the website engagement leads gen. You can just quickly create a lead generation campaign, and you can generate leads. The same step that we explored earlier. The same step. This is lead generation on LinkedIn. So on Zapier, I just like to show you the process. I just answered somebody's question that how can we Zapier to our LinkedIn step by step. So I've shown us that. So let me just show you what I did to my Facebook leads, because I have an ongoing. You can say everything is checked, and then let's just edit it. So we see I was able to link my Facebook leads. Then it's a leads campaign going on. I pulled it out. Then after pulling it out, it asks me for the account. There's a particular ad account I'm running this ad with, and that's the Facebook leads ads pay-per-click ng. Then what next? Customize leads. So this is the page I'm running the ads on, ppc.ng. And this is the name of the form on the lead chain. LinkedIn Masterclass April. I was able to pull it out, then I refreshed it, then it checked it. Then I clicked on done. Then this is the custom email I sent. Let me just show you the most important part. So to send the email to test@fb.com, that's the email that enters into the email column. Then the subject is Masterclass. Congratulations, your seat is booked. For those who got the email, this was how I set it up. Dear participant, I'm excited to receive your application for this. Blah, 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 blah. At the end of the day, I told them to make payments. 90% practical. And like you see, everything we are doing here is 90% practical and 10% theory. If you are still with me, do a show of hands. We are going to come to an end of this class now. And the name of the person, if they are replying, they should reply. Thank you so much for raising your hands. It just shows that you are still with me. It's a live session. Apologies for some reason I turned off my video. This is Nigeria. There was a light out, so I had to put off my video. So that shows I'm as human as you. So I also enforce a line breaker so that there's spacing in my email format, the way the email is appearing. If you didn't enforce the line breaker, it will put the emails together and it won't look so good. Then I clicked on done editing. Done editing, then you will now turn on the zap. You can see on my right hand side, you turn on, let me turn it off, then you can turn it on back. So it's loading. I like to turn it on, so I'm turning on my zap. Awesome. So the moment you do that, anybody who opts into your form automatically gets an email. So that for this class. But let me just show you the Facebook ads I'm running. So we are also able to see the lead form. Since we didn't do any lead form on LinkedIn, I can just quickly show you the lead form here and then how I was able to bring people from LinkedIn, from Facebook to this webinar. So this will be the end of today's class. If you have any questions, you can send it to my email, gbenga@gmail.com. I'm always open for comments, for suggestion, and we are also going to be having another advanced class depending on if it's something you really want. So this is my leads on Facebook and you can download it. I just, instead of downloading CSV file, Excel sheets, can you see, it's a long process. I automated it down from from Facebook to my Zapier. So you can see, this is the manual process I used to go through before I opened the Excel sheet. It's loading. It's loading. Can you see the Excel sheet? I'm tired of doing all of this. It's a long process. That's why I'm automating my link. Yes and yes. So these are the links. Instead of copying some of these things manually, I now scroll to the right hand side to go copy email, phone number, email. I automatically link all of that on my Zapier. So if it makes sense, do another show of hands while we bring the class to an end. So with Zapier, you are able to link your LinkedIn automatically. So that's that for now on this class. Thank you so much, everybody. And I appreciate your engagement. You guys have been awesome. And how many minutes have we spent? Oh, we spent a lot of time. And we said this class is going to last for an hour, 30 minutes. We spent 2 hours, 17 minutes. Thank you so much. I appreciate everybody. Do have a nice time and let's meet next time. You can go to LinkedIn, like our page ppc.ng, go to Facebook, like us ppc.ng, and also Instagram ppc.ng, and we're also on Twitter and Pinterest. So send us a message in case you have any message. My name is Benga Ogunbi, your digital marketing consultant. Do have a nice time, everybody. Cheers.